Well, hey family, this is Darlene. Wanted to thank you for stopping by the Jury by BDK YouTube channel. I know you didn't come here for a sermon. So here's the video, and we'll talk soon.
Well, hey family, happy Friday. This is Darlene. I'm sitting here making men's bracelets. So I'm going to start off with this one right here, this real pretty blue. And then I am going to go ahead and use for my focal these hex nuts. I forget what the size of these are. I'll find the size, and if anybody is interested, I'll go ahead and link the information in the description. So I'm going to start off with one of the hex nuts. And then I'm going to use a couple of the brown beads. And these are going to be men's bracelets. And I'm using 1.5 millimeter cord because I am using bigger beads. I'm also going to be using some of these silver spacers. So we're going to grab a couple of these, throw these on here, and then see what we can come out with. So that's that for right now. And then I am going to use a couple more of those. And I'm going to use another one of the blue beads. I hope everybody is ready for the weekend and got yourself all situated and whatever it is you're planning to do. Because I plan to run out in the morning, if the Lord says the same. Run out, do some errands and stuff. And once I finish with all the errands, come back home and get some, get some creating in. So I'm going to, this is what this is going to look like. But I'm also going to use another couple more of the silver. So this is what we get. And then I'm going to use a couple more of the blue beads that I got right here. And then I'm going to probably finish it off with some of the brown beads. I think I got these blue beads here at Joann some time back. I just haven't used them. It's a little dark. I got my light on up in here and the window shade open, and it still looks dark. So this is what that looks like. And then I do want to put some more brown beads on here. Let's see what we got in here. Maybe beads like this. We'll go ahead and throw a couple on just to add a little accent to the bead. To the bracelet. And just make sure it's just full of silver. Oops. Silver, blue, brown. And then we can use a couple of these. I got all these silver spacers around here. Silver and I'm like, why am I not making men bracelets? I think it's because it's easier to make women bracelets, and women bracelets generally are a lot of color. And I tend to like, working with color. And I keep saying to myself, it keeps coming to mind, make men bracelets. And then this is what that's going to look like so far. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to finish it off with, I got a lot of wood beads right here. So what we're going to do is, let's see, we can finish it off with, I like this color for it. So I'll go ahead and put a lot of these beads on here. And some men's wrists are just a little bit bigger than women. So instead of me using 22, 23 beads, I might use 24, anywhere from 24 to 26. Somebody was asking me that the other day about not measuring. If you make a bracelet enough times, you pretty much know how many beads that you need to make a 7-inch. How many beads you need. For me, a 7-inch, maybe 7.5 is between 20 21 and 22 beads. So if I'm gonna make a 8-inch bracelet, that's what, 23, 24 beads, and then up, 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 up. So it's like I don't need to measure and do all that, because when you, for me, anybody else, I mean, do whatever makes you happy. But for me, if I know that it takes that many beads, why do I have to measure it? Why do I have to, keep that? To me, just don't make sense. I've already figured it out, so I don't have to measure. Okay, this one don't have a big enough hole, so I'm looking for a bead that has a big enough hole, like maybe this one, because I want to tie it. Oh, and what I did want to do, let me see, and I know if it's huge on my wrist, because my wrist is a 7, so right now it's about a 7.5. And if you look at that, that is beautiful. But what I did want to do is I tied some leather cord on here, and I'm thinking I want to finish it off with this. So let's see what this looks like. Let me pull this off gently, and then what happens is I got a nice hole, so I can go ahead and thread it. Let me get my bearings. I can thread it, and then we can go ahead and close it off. So I'm pulling it nice and tight, and I'm going to go ahead and tie it. I'm going to double it, pull it nice and tight. And I'm heavy-handed too, so my heavy-handedness, I really be pulling like really hard on this. And I want to do that because I want to stretch the cord. See how the cord stretches? And as you stretch it, it literally just melts together, and it adheres to it. So I do want it nice, and some people do use glue at the end. Some people use glue, or they'll burn the ends, and that's good stuff too. That's just reinforcement if you ask me, but I never do it. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and cut off the extra. Try to hide that under the leather cord, which is what we did. So now we have another men's bracelet. Excuse me, a man's set. Right? And I'm going to do the men's sets in just 2. However, for the video and for the promotional picture, I'm going to probably have four bracelets stacked, because the more bracelets I have on it for the pictures, they just look better for the thumbnail. So, but the sets are just going to be 2. So these are going to be men bracelets. Real easy and simple, just straight to the point. For men bracelets, it's basically all about color. The color schemes like dark browns, cappuccino colors, blues, silvers, gray, silver gray. That hematite goes really well with men bracelets as well. So I like this. I think it came out really nice. You guys let me know what you think. And I think what I'm going to do for maybe all the men's bracelets, I'm going to put this little part here with that tied leather cord on there. It adds a nice little touch to the bracelet. I really like that way that looks. Okay, Darlene Knife for Jewelry by BDK. It is Friday. I hope everybody have a really good Friday. You get a lot of good creating in and all that good stuff, some errands and family time and all the goodies. We got some new subscribers, and I want to thank you for subscribing. Not only for subscribing, but also for commenting and asking your questions and your comments and your suggestions and all that good stuff. I appreciate every bit of it. I had did a video one time, and it was something about community. And I was saying how people make a conscious decision to subscribe to your channel, and people make a conscious decision to comment or ask questions or suggest things, and I appreciate that. It's almost like being in person when you're a part of a social club or organization or church group or something like that, and you socialize with people and have conversations and all that, all that good stuff. It's like, yeah, it's you be courteous, you be respectful of people's time, and knowing that they're commenting or they're subscribing because they want to. They want to, and never disregard that. For me, I never disregard that. I appreciate every comment. I appreciate every like. I appreciate every suggestion. I just appreciate you guys being here. Just saying, hey, I really like your craftsmanships. I like your ideas. You're inspirational. All that good stuff. I don't take that stuff lightly. I really do appreciate, every comment, every like, everything. And I enjoy you guys being here, and I hope you hang around for a while, because I am going to do a series of men bracelets. So that's what I'm gonna start working on now. Just got to get the color scheme together and figure out what beads I'm gonna use. The thought is not to buy any beads, because I got beads everywhere. You can probably see some of them like here. So the idea is to get the color schemes together with the beads that I have, and then kind of go from there without having to go buy beads, because I know I got some stuff up in here I can absolutely use. I think the only something I would probably go buy is the hex nuts, because I don't have very many of these. So I will probably go buy some of those, and I'm thinking that's probably it. And I'm gonna try to figure some stuff out with everything I got here. But anyway, I'm a little chatty. But guess what? We'll talk.